Danhausen debuted in WWE and disappeared as if nothing happened, but the magic was lost when fans recorded Danhausen and his allies hiding under the ring. But anyway, WWE surely didn't count on this. However, Elimination Chamber left much to be desired, an event with 4 matches that had the Viper as the unexpected winner. Even though everything went as expected, there were moments like the one we saw from Danhausen that went off script. That's why I'll stop talking quickly, and today I'll present to you 5 mistakes that happened at Elimination Chamber 2027. Number 5, the fall. Let's start probably with the most notorious mistake of the men's Elimination Chamber, or rather, of the event in general. We're talking about when A-Lane Knight was looking to deliver his classic elbow drop from the top rope, but everything went wrong when, in the attempt, A-Lane Knight slipped and ended up falling onto the mat. A-Lane Knight, not knowing what to do, found nothing better than to kick Orton on the ground and then finally ended up delivering the elbow drop to him, even though originally his elbow drop was meant to punish Orton. From above, A-Lane Knight quickly managed to get out of trouble, however, unintentionally his mistake ended up being the biggest botch or error of the entire night. It's just, how can I explain it? It was the most visible, the most blatant mistake, so to speak. But anyway, just wait to see the next mistakes of the night. Number 4, Mark Nash's mistake. If we're talking about mistakes that went viral on the internet, it's Mark Nash's. Although, of course, it was mostly English-speaking fans who noticed this mistake, which happened during the presentations for the men's Elimination Chamber. The SmackDown announcer, Mark Nash, mixed up the names of 2 of the youngest participants. And the mistake happened when introducing Javon Evans, whom the announcer called Javon Williams. The confusion was obvious since Drake Williams was also part of the match. The Chicago crowd didn't forgive the mistake and reacted with immediate boos, while social media was filled with memes about the new member of the Williams family. A mistake that, as I repeat, did not go unnoticed by the fans present in the arena, nor by the fans watching the show with the English commentators.
It happened during the men's introductions, Williams.
This video is brought to you by WWE Experiencia, the company that takes you from your city to the WWE event of your choice in the United States. Hey, hurry up, reserve your spot now for WrestleMania 42. For more information, remember to follow Wexperiencia on Instagram. Keep watching. Number 3, communication. The match between AJ Lee and Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship lasted just over 15 minutes. And the winner was a surprised AJ Lee, who would raise the title in the city of her beloved husband. However, during the match, a rather notable event occurred, which actually happened almost at the end of the match, and it came to light. The lack of communication between AJ Lee and Becky Lynch, where you could see the Icelander telling AJ Lee what was actually supposed to happen next in the match. Earlier, there had been several cases of miscoordination between them, and the communication between the 2 of them right in the ring made it clear that apparently they weren't really sure what they were supposed to do. Lack of communication is a serious problem inside the ring. Many times we've seen how superstars have gone blank, not knowing where to go, just because they lose track of the match. However, this notable mistake between both of them wouldn't be the only lack of communication at Elimination Chamber 2026. Number 2, Tiffy's fall, the Women's Elimination Chamber. Many people loved it. It had several highlight moments and it lasted about 24 minutes. Raquel Rodriguez, in my opinion, became the breakout star of the match, creating truly impactful moments and making a historic double elimination. Although Raquel couldn't make it to the end of the match, Rhea Ripley and Tiffany Stratton did. Both wrestlers gave it their all to get to WrestleMania 42, although actually the mistake would come from Tiffany Stratton herself, and the main victim of all this would be herself. After a fierce facebreaker from above delivered by Rhea Ripley, Tiffany Stratton couldn't land with her hands first and ended up landing with her nose right on the ring mat. The bleeding started immediately. In fact, the referee spent a few seconds asking Tiffany Stratton if she could really continue with the match. The blonde said yes, and with blood on her nose, she kept fighting until the end. However, unfortunately for her, she couldn't manage to win. At the end of the match, you could see Tiffany Stratton leaving the ring slowly and clearly struggling physically. Number 1, Communication 2.0. If we go back to the lack of communication in the ring, we can't forget one that happened in the men's elimination chamber. And it wasn't at the beginning or the end of the match, but right in the middle of the fight. And the thing is, the men's elimination chamber lasted almost a minute longer than the women's. However, the mistake I'm talking about happened precisely during an exchange of blows between Logan Paul and Randy Orton. When Logan Paul throws a hard kick to Orton's stomach, Orton writhes in pain and ends up leaning against the chamber's cage. The television camera stays fixed on him and the camera shot doesn't change. It's at that precise moment when you can see Randy Orton telling Logan Paul what he should do next. This is because the wrestler and influencer was also staring at him and didn't know what to do. I think this mistake isn't even Orton's or Logan Paul's, but rather the cameraman's. He didn't know how to switch the shot in time and took too long with the same live camera pointing at Randy Orton. But anyway, now as a bonus track of the camera mistakes from Elimination 2026, there was a mistake that left many Spanish-speaking fans thinking, and it was the one involving Jerry Soto. Precisely at the moment when Rhea Ripley was making her entrance, Jerry Soto said something like the winner was coming in. But how could he say that if the match hadn't even started yet? This made fans speculate that Jerry Soto had messed up and accidentally dropped a spoiler without realizing it. But anyway, draw your own conclusions.